my friends, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In our last video, we did end our day inside of the Lucky 38 casino, having finally picked up Arcade's personal quest for Auld Lang Syne, where I need to ask a bunch of former Enclave members to come to a Remnants reunion, and, well, we're going to go ahead and go and do that today before we hop back on working on my Yes Man quest, because I've been, I don't want to say dying, but I've been dying to see what Arcade's personal quest will all be about. So I'm going to have to go all over the place. We'll go down to Novac. We'll start there. They really are all over the Wasteland. But thankfully, I have all the fast travel points, so it should not be a problem. We'll wait again. But was there a person here?
Mark my words, won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam.
I vaguely remember you, Daisy Whitman. Did you just take something from me? Hello, ma'am.
Your travel's been going all right?
You know, Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the Remnants, and they'll need your piloting skills. Wasn't she the one who crashed a vertibird, maybe?
Told you everything about us, did he?
No.
Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Really? I mean, let's remember the Enclave in Fallout 2 was the one who broke into a vault and kidnapped everybody and then was performing, weren't they performing experiments on people? I just remember
Watch your
that
six out there.
I think it was Jane. Jane went to the oil platform, maybe, and
Since
killed
my
everybody?
mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
Yeah, but, like, they weren't really good people, though, right? It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it? Some people can't stop reliving their glory days. I mean, kind of. But first one, though.
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something, admittedly, pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
No, it doesn't. But again, I mean, I'm sure all the people in the Enclave weren't bad people. It's just the ones maybe making the decisions, possibly. Oh yeah, Cannibal Johnson. Did you leave the Enclave and become a cannibal? I mean, I'm just wondering. But this is the guy, I think, if I remember correctly, you guys said was in Fallout 2, and he was the angry drill sergeant yelling at my character because she was out of uniform or something. Which is great. Oh, I meant to turn on the light game. Sorry. Hello, sir.
What brings you around this time?
Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
Honestly, I'm not quite clear. He thinks your experience in technology will help resolve the conflict in the region. I don't think it will. I'm gathering allies just in case. Why? Do you have something better to do? Middle one?
Yeah, the NCR and the Legion are about due for another dust-up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get yourself involved in that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. Could be fun. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is Auld. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving.
Really?
It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Why worry about it? You don't have to be your father. I'm sure your father would have been proud of you. Well, it depends on how hardcore your father was into serving and believing into the Enclave's ideals. Because if you're gonna help the NCR in any way, then he would not be, right? Anyway, let's just go with the second one.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
It's strange that they waited for this to be so long. Like, you couldn't, even if you had all of the approval points from Arcade from earlier in the game, you have to wait until you're this far into the end game before this quest will start. And I wonder what the thought process was behind that. I'm thinking that's in Freeside? No, it's not in Freeside. There were houses out here. Let's go to the sharecropper. I think that's the easiest one. Here we go. I'm assuming we're in the house, but yeah, we're in the house. Orion Moreno. I don't know if I've been in here before. I don't think I have. I mean, there's not much to be had. So it's not like I was missing out on anything. Sir, where did you wander off to? I got distracted with real-life phone calls. It's a nice big house. Oh, hi. Hi there, sir. Hello, Orion Moreno.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
Okay. Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants. Do you have something against the NCR? What do you do around here, sir?
Do? I don't do anything. I'm retired.
So what did you do before you were retired?
I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
I really like his model. He genuinely looks older, especially around like the cheeks and chin, like the jowls area. Anyway, do you have something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
Fair point. However, you worked for the Enclave. They stole people. Anyway, Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
I mean, I'm younger. Your advanced level of tech would be useful in settling things between the NCR and the Legion. There isn't anyone else around with your equipment and expertise. I never said anything about paying you. But we'll go with the first one.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
I haven't decided. Do you have a preference? Does it matter? I mean, we're going to be settling for me in this ending. So I don't want to tell you that, but let's see if he has a preference.
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Oh. Are you coming to this thing or what? I want to help the Legion defeat the NCR. I don't, so I guess let's lie? Sure, we're totally going to kill NCR.
All right, then. I'll show up at this gathering of yours. It might be good to see the others. Johnson excluded.
Oh?
Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
I don't remember Arcade saying we need a password for anything, but that could just be a me problem. Anyway, what did you do when you were with the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero.
Okay, goodbye.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Don't be too hard on him. It's part of who he is. A man should know. Yeah, a man should know when to let go.
It's been decades, you know? By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
He seems he's a true believer. Yeah, kitchen, a huge bedroom. Nice bathroom. Another bathroom. Another huge living room, which leads to another bedroom. I mean, this house is huge. You picked yourself a good place. All right, now it looks like Miguel's pawn shop, maybe? Ah.
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday.
Maybe. Judah Kreger.
Sticking around for the attractions?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise? It was Arcade's suggestion. Not yet. You tell me.
Well, assuming our equipment cache is intact, my squad would have the edge in armor and firepower. There's only a handful of us, though, so the best tactic would be for us to swoop in where the target isn't expecting us. How am I doing?
Sounds good to me. Does that mean you're in? That's way better than what I had in mind. I think it'll be a very good distraction. First one?
I'll be there, but it won't mean squat if the rest of the group isn't there, too. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Tell me about the old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
What happened to the Enclave oil rig at Navarro?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
Wasn't Navarro where I was in the Lonesome Road DLC? Where I oopsie delivered a package that destroyed Navarro, so the civilization that the other courier wanted to join was the remnants of the Enclave. Am I connecting those dots correctly, or am I completely misremembering everything that happened in the last DLC? Anyway, I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
Yeah, that's... I don't have a problem believing that. Anyway, goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Judah Kreger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Kreger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you too. That's their story, Arcade, not yours. Yeah, don't tie yourself to these guys. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, I know. I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this, I know they can still do some good.
Now we're going up to, oh yes, the doctor up here who helped fix Rex. And wait, Lily's here. Hi, Grandma. How are you? Oh, sweet Lily. How are you?
You should have heard Leo, sweetie. He laughed and laughed when that old man in the box exploded.
Oh, I
Talk to you soon, dear.
I miss my grandma. We're gonna have to get her after I finish arcade stuff. Although, yeah, no, I think we will. Poor grandma. I should check in with everybody else to see what their reactions are post-house being, deleted. Dr. Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Possibly. Arcade Gannon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
I hope I don't have to remember these because I have not been keeping track at all.
Yes.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work was what mattered to him. It seems pointless to do all of that without a goal. It does a little bit. Let's go with that one.
I'm sure Henry has goals. He was just more concerned with the how than the why of things. Being in the Enclave didn't really mean much to him. I guess I'm lucky that I'm part of the followers. Helping people as a doctor is important, but with the followers, it feels different. It feels like we're working towards something more important. That's more than the sum of the good deeds that we do.
Okay, so gain access to the Remnants bunker. I feel like I've been there. I have been there. I've been everywhere. All of my wanderings and going to every location did serve a purpose. Who are all the red dots? Well, I'm going to save again anyway. It appears that some sort of passphrase needs to be entered in order to open the nearby door. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. Ask the Remnants to support the fight against the Legion or the NCR. Well, we're gonna... Well, I mean, I guess I'm not fighting the NCR as in my Yes Man quest, but I'm probably definitely fighting the Legion. But maybe I am fighting the NCR. I'm just gonna kill them all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Combat armor. And a big bird. Oh, what's over here? I don't need any of that, I don't think. That's the Mojave Wasteland, because there's New Vegas in here. And the Legion's up over there. Well, hello, everyone. I wanted to stand here and have this conversation, but that's not happening.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
I want you to help the NCR hold on to the dam. Help the Legion take over the dam. How are you going to deploy your squad? What is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
How are you going to deploy your squad?
Moreno, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
Well, I want you to help the NCR hold on to the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
I'll talk to Moreno. You're the officer here. Can't you just order him to go along with the plan? Will Moreno be a liability? Yeah, what's his problem with the NCR?
Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't.
Yeah.
Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
Will Moreno be a liability?
He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him.
Yeah, why don't you just order him to go along? He's retired, so he doesn't have to take your orders anymore, right?
I stopped being Moreno's officer a long time ago. Everyone here respects me, but they don't need to follow my orders. Not anymore.
Well, I suppose I'll talk to him.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna quick save. But I'm very charming.
The NCR's got its share of warts, but I'd rather have them around than the Legion.
Yeah, that's my point. They're not perfect, but they're not the Legion.
That Mr. House who lorded over the Strip is dead. Good riddance, I say. The NCR's the best bet for the Wasteland. I'm glad we'll be helping them out.
I'd love to see the look on the NCR's face when I swoop down in my chopper.
Hopefully they don't shoot you. I'm just saying.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
The Remnants come in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that? What are you doing?
Getting my gear. What does it look like? What, you think I'm going to leave this here for someone like you? I don't think so.
Okay, now we'll do the speech option.
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
You've certainly done your part. Has he? I mean, he just kind of watched me do the work for him.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
If you're so sure it's going to be a bloodbath, maybe you should stay in Freeside. What happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Yeah, it won't matter. Fight with them. Yes.
Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do, but I'll catch up with you later.
What?
Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
You've lost Arcade's better healing perk? He's returned to Freeside.
I can't believe...
I mean, I'm charming. That's all there is
Moreno's
to
a
it.
stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you.
Oh?
You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
I'll talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Okay, I'm not in like a huge rush.
The NCR is the best bet for the Wasteland. I'm glad we'll be helping them out.
I can't believe I'm going to help the NCR.
Does this do you have the option to have the Remnants side with the Legion? I mean, I know it gives you this option here, but Arcade seems so anti-Legion that, you know what, when I do the Legion ending, I will have to see
tower on the
if I
strip,
can.
the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
No, it's not. Hello, Daisy.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
Okay. Remnants power armor added. Helmet added. Leave the Remnants command room so they can plan for the coming battle. For Old Lang, Syne has completed. Heavy strength, rad resistance, and then -1 charisma. That means I'm down to 0 charisma. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I don't want to wear it though. I want my Courier, and we'll go back to Lucky 38 and drop all this stuff off. But no weapons? Really? No weapons, guys? Oh, I can't get back in to talk to them again? Disappointing. Well, since Arcade left us, let's go get Grandma.
Like I said, I needed to go do something.
Oh.
This is it. It belonged to my father. Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage. I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
Of course.
What's up?
What do you think the others will do at Hoover Dam?
I don't think you need to worry about the specifics. Basically, expect a lot of firepower and dead bodies. Enclave technology is even more advanced than Brotherhood equipment. And in the hands of soldiers as experienced as Moreno and the others, let's just say it's truly a sight to behold.
What's your opinion on the current situation?
I think you're on the right track.
The only way to ensure relative safety and independence for the people of New Vegas is to prevent others from taking control of the region. That means no NCR, no Mr. House, and no Legion.
Hey, that's what I'm planning on doing.
I'm really very bored. All right. See you around.
So is he in my group? It does not seem like it. I guess he can't be a party member now, even if I wanted him to be. I'm going to be interested in seeing how Arcade does in the upcoming fight. But as I was saying, let's go get Grandma. Cause she's best girl, right? I've got all my favorite people with me.
Leo's getting more and more agitated, sweetie. I think he can smell the fight coming.
Yeah, probably. We should travel together, though.
That'd be lovely, dearie.
Oh, she's my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Lucky 38. I want to drop off the power armor. Got all my implants. So much stuff with me. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't think I need that. I don't need that or that. I was wearing Ulysses' mask. That's right. We'll put that on. There we go. Now I look good. Let's check in with everybody.
Is it time?
No.
Well, let me know when it is.
What's up? See you around.
Okay, I guess we're not going to have anything else to say. So, we should probably work on our next Yes Man quest. You'll know it when it happens. Yeah, I need to go and protect the president. And that's this quest. I need to report to Ranger Grant at Hoover Dam. So the strip. And then off to Hoover Dam we shall go. Is he inside the building? He's inside the visitor center, which is up here. Do I hear stuff being shot? No, that's just me hearing things. No, I heard it again. Down, looks like.
Hello. Grandma
Hello.
has to take her pills now, dearie.
Okay, you take your medicine. Catch up when you finish, okay? Hello, sir.
We've got a lot to do to prepare for the president's visit and not much time. Are you ready?
I have some questions first.
Ask your questions, but keep it short.
Well, we'll see. Can I use my weapons during the president's visit?
We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Just don't do anything too crazy, and we'll back you up.
What are your security arrangements?
Security detail consists of rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine unit sniffing out members of the crowd. I've also locked down access to critical locations, such as the landing platform on the visitor center.
I'm going to need access everywhere, though.
All right, I'll give you full access.
Do you have a detailed schedule for the visit?
I have a full itinerary here. Here you go.
President Kimball's itinerary. Do you have any leads on possible security threats?
The Legion will definitely try something.
Probably.
We don't have any solid leads yet. I'd almost expect something direct from them, but given the circumstances, there's a possibility of something more subtle, like sabotage. But since we don't have anything solid, we'll just have to keep our eyes out for anything out of the ordinary.
What can I do to help?
Someone like you, I'm just glad to have you on board. Do whatever you can. Security sweeps, talk to people, keep an eye out.
I'm done with questions.
If there's nothing else, then let's get moving.
I'm all set, I suppose.
Good. The president doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Get some rest. I'll brief you in the morning. Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us.
So what's the plan for today?
The plan is to get through today without the shit hitting the fan. So I'll be overseeing the security team personally, and keeping in constant contact with people over the radio. It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try something today, so we have to be prepared for anything. We'll do whatever it takes to get the president through this visit in one piece.
Let's get this show on the road. Oh, more questions? Nope, no more questions. Let's get the show on the road.
President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security sweeps or take a look around for anything suspicious, do it now. Once you're ready, meet me outside on the observation deck. But don't take too long.
I don't even know where I would start. Investigate the area for clues. Okay, let's look at the itinerary. Hoover Dam presidential visit schedule. The president will visit Hoover Dam to give a speech to the troops and award a medal to Private Watson for his bravery and service to the NCR. The president is scheduled to arrive via vertibird from California. The vertibird will land on top of the visitor center where Colonel Moore will meet the president and escort him out to the stage. After a brief introduction by Colonel Moore, the president will give his speech. The speech will only take approximately 4 minutes. During the speech, the president will award a medal to Private Jeremy Watson for his service to the NCR. Once the speech is over, the president will be escorted directly back through the visitor center to his vertibird for immediate departure. In event of an emergency, the speech will be canceled and the president will be rushed to the vertibird for immediate departure. If there is a problem with the vertibird, a room on the second level of the visitor center will be used as a safe room to keep the president secure until any threat is over. Access to this room has been restricted, and Colonel Moore has the key in her desk. Okay. So, where do I begin?
Nelson's back in our... Morning. I'll meet you on the observation deck.
Hello.
Hi, where's... Okay, let's do a hard save. Because I don't even know where to start. Let's be clear. But let's go look at the... Allison Valentine, who are you?
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name is Ben, and he's an engineer. We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet.
He probably ditched you for someone else. Maybe he's down in the barracks. I haven't seen him.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep waiting. Sorry to bother you.
That seems
Nelson's
suspicious.
back in our hands. I hope we can defend it.
Where's the landing area? Private Jeremy Watson.
Hey-o!
Tell me about yourself.
Mama always told me not to talk to strangers. But you seem like a nice person.
Thanks.
Mama left me on a farm when she went out prospecting. But when she never came back, the owner didn't want me around. Kicked me out on my own. A nice guy came up and asked me if I wanted to join the NCR, so I did. Now the troopers are my family. I like it here. Everyone is so nice.
What do you know about the president's visit?
He's coming to give a big fancy speech to all us troops stationed here at the dam. I'm pretty excited. He seems like such a nice guy, and I get to meet him. He's giving me a medal. I don't know why, though. I'm just doing my job like all the other guys. I'm still excited, though.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
You better get out of here.
Okay, this is the stage.
You better get out of here.
Okay, all right. Calm yourself. That's a stage. Everybody gathers down there. Where does the vertibird land? Oh, who's the guy up over there? He seems like NCR. Climb ladder. Okay. Who are you?
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. About damn time.
Hoover, door to Hoover Dam Visitor Center. Okay. I wonder if this is a secure room. Engineer?
I'm not sure I'll ever learn everything there is to know about this place.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, another person. Nope, you're just a generic engineer. Supply closet. Meet Ranger Grant on the observation deck. Well, I don't want to meet him yet because I'm afraid that will start the process.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
The president landing. But I'm going to pause things here today. And in tomorrow's video, we will continue to investigate the Hoover Dam area and try to find all the suspicious things. I'm, again, still not sure to where to even start. There's a guy who's missing. He was supposed to meet up with his friend. I should probably check the roofs of other buildings because sniper, that would make the most sense. And that's all I got right now. But we'll worry about all the rest tomorrow. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe. And I will see you again tomorrow with another new Fallout New Vegas video.